Hey guys, it's Hannah.
And Camila.
And welcome back to Mics.and.Mischief, where we dive into questions and topics that are important to Gen Z. Each episode will bring you fresh insights, intriguing concepts, and thought-provoking conversations. So grab your headphones, get comfy, and let's get into it.
To start off, celebrities, especially in music, we are getting increasingly controversial. One celebrity that we want to spotlight is Nicki Minaj. What are everyone's opinions?
Okay, so I have this poll that I actually researched, and a poll from BuzzFeed says that 19% of people think Nicki Minaj is a good person, and 49% think that she is a bad person. And keep in mind that 49% is made up of 23,000 people.
Oh.
So,
What's that about her, though?
Well, okay, I think that persona is probably just reflective of a lot of her songs and a lot of the people that she hangs around that are also personified as these bad people. I mean, obviously, I've never met her. I clearly don't have a personal relationship with her. So I couldn't be like, say like, she's such a kind person. But like, I know like 2 of her songs, and I'm gonna be honest with you, some of her songs are low-key trash. That's my opinion. I think they're like disgusting. Others of her songs, I'm like, okay, I vibe with this. Camila?
I know like 2 of her songs as well. I don't know. I'm not. No, because I like this genre of music.
Well, what is her genre?
Well, she's a Trinidad. I'm gonna butcher it. She's from Trinidad, so she's a Trinidadian rapper.
Oh, like Trinidad. Yeah.
Yeah, like Trinidad and Tobago. So, I listen to rap, but I don't listen to
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj. Yeah, that's how I'd say it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I have nothing personally against her because I don't know.
I mean, good for her that she wants to look nice, and I'm not saying anything against that. But like, even in Hollywood, the makeup, like, just like the pounds of makeup is exhausting for me.
Yeah, it's hard to look at sometimes. But would you rather Nicki Minaj or Cardi B?
I don't listen to either one of their music.
But if you had to pick one.
I don't know. Probably. I mean, what does Cardi B even sing?
Okay, wait. She sings like that. She sings Up. That's a song.
Okay, I would do Cardi B then.
Yeah?
Yeah. Once upon a time.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Anyway.
We got Hannah the rapper in this.
Bro,
studio.
no one wants to hear that. All right, so for the next 2 segments, we have a special guest, Kwaku. Kwaku, hello.
Hello,
Hi,
hello.
Yeah, it's great to have you. So glad you're here.
Welcome to the studio. You made it big.
Oh my
I
God.
feel really special right now.
So for the first segment, we actually just want to interview you. And can you first tell everyone who you are?
Who you are, what's your name, and what are you doing here?
All right, so for those of you who don't know, my name is Kwaku Boa. I'm a junior. I'm in a couple extracurriculars. I'm in debate, Bottle of the UN, FBLA, DECA. I actually just came back from my CDC.
Yeah.
So I have a couple other extracurriculars. Yeah, that's really it.
Okay.
Kwaku really is that guy. He is a busy guy.
That's low-key true.
Dude.
So tell us about debate.
So like debate in general, or like my relationship with debate?
That and like some of your accomplishments, like.
Okay, so debate in general, basically over the course of the year, we attend several tournaments to sort of get us ready for national qualifiers. And while it was draining, which is actually part of why I don't know if I'm doing it senior year. It was really, really enjoyable, especially with all of the things that I was able to achieve with the help of some really wonderful people. For example, myself, August, Clive Oker, Imani Lawali, Quinn Smith, and Trisha Tawari, we won a national championship together last year.
That's like insane. Like, isn't that like isn't that like the top of the top?
Yes.
Wow. How does that feel? Like being a holder of that?
So, I mean,
You can flex it at the parties.
Oh my God.
see, when it's at first, it didn't really mean much to me when I was sort of going through the progressions of this year, this debate season, because I was focused on like the next thing.
Right.
But now, as I've come to a point where I'm just like, where I'm doing a lot more reflecting on all the things that I've done, I'm incredibly grateful for it now, and I understand. Beginning to realize like how huge it is that me and the team achieved that together.
Yeah. How do you think that was possible?
We all played to our strengths a lot, and it was a lot of us just did some of the best that I'd ever seen us do. For example, Quinn was absolutely amazing that entire round. Trisha, during a lot of the topics when we were prepping, she was incredible. And Body Speaking was another level, as was August. So we each put in our best for that, and then also we each knew when to take a step back and let other people speak and things like that.
Wow.
Well, from what I've heard, debate was always a solo. It's a solo act. But hearing about accomplishments and how you want to succeed in debate to get the awards that you have, it's more of a team effort. So would you say, really, is debate a solo act or is it a team effort?
It can be solo, but for the most part, even then, not really. So obviously there are different events in debate. For example, you have events where you're just by yourself. You have events where you have a partner. And in my case, you have events where you have an entire team with you. But whether you're solo, with a partner, or even just with an entire team, you're always going to have other influences. Like there's always going to be people you enjoy constantly working with. So debate, while you can achieve things by yourself technically, it's very, very hard to do without support from people like our coach Talti, people like Soham, for example, who taught me a lot of things about debate. So really, similar to how it takes a village to like raise a kid, what they say,
Right.
it sort of also takes a village for a person to be good at debate.
Yeah. So let's talk about you. What is personally the thing that drives you? Like whenever you get on, whenever you start performing or whatever it is, not even in debate, what drives you? Like what motivates you?
When you're looking upon the crowd, the sea of people. I don't know why we talked about rappers before you came in, and now I'm imagining Kwaku is like, she sees like performance on your stage, on your debate.
Oh my gosh.
Now we're interviewing Kwaku.
So that's a very good question. What motivates me? What drives me? So I have always been very, very goal-oriented. Like, even like at the start of every year, I like to set goals for myself, and I guess that's a part of it. And then there are other like intrinsic motivations that I have that are just kind of just regardless of anything else. And then also, I really hate losing.
That's so real. Wow.
That's the drive. Part of it. Well, you mentioned goals. So what's one goal you're working on this year, academic or personal?
Hold on a minute.
Oh my gosh.
Bro's gonna pull out the list.
He's gonna pull out the notes app. You already know.
All right. This feels less of a goal and more like
oh my gosh, it's his wallpaper too.
Oh my gosh.
So the big one right now is I have FBLA Nationals in June.
Yeah.
So one thing that I thought would be actually crazy is rather than win one national championship, I want to attempt and do the best I can to win two. At the very least, I want to do as well as I did last year, which is get like top 15 in the country. That's the big one right now. And then also, like academically, I want to finish the year strong and keep my grades up, things like that.
Starting off, oftentimes the social media reports on people, events, and stories in a specific point of view that can easily come off as one-sided. So why do you guys think this happens, and what would be the benefit? How would this benefit the media?
Profit. No. The problem with the media is that at the end of the day, it's a business, and you're trying to generate engagement from viewers. So you're obviously going to sensationalize headlines. You're going to sort of rile people up so that they're going to click on your magazine or your editorial, and that generates you money. There's not really an economic incentive to be objective. So that's really a big part of it. People go to the media sources, one, when they're angry, and two, to confirm that they're right. So if you're doing you're economically incentivized to do one of those two things, and that's sort of what the media has become now. It's really just become a series of echo chambers that distort the public's views. And all of that is driven by generating their engagement and utilizing that for money.
Yeah, and it's definitely, the media is, people go to it for their agendas. They don't go to it for sources, because if you do that, you do your own research. So social media is a place where you just go there to be able to confirm your side, or be able to say, see, I had the reason because so-and-so and this and this. So the media knows that. I mean, they make a lot of money.
Yes.
So the reason that they do all this stuff is so that they can get those clicks. They can get have their names thrown into conversations and sources and points. So it's like everything in this world about money,
Yeah, 100%. And I'm gonna echo what both of you guys are saying. Another thing is that the Trump administration basically revealed that Politico was receiving $9.5 million in funding, and I think it was even more than that. That was just one of the first payments that they received to basically push the Biden administration's agenda. And so that's just one source, but it's some of the conspiracy theories are that there's like tens of these. Like there's so many places that are just getting paid by the government to push their agenda and to push their political ideologies. And so I think that's really interesting, honestly.
Well, in the end, social media is like the biggest source of propaganda, because when anything big is going around the world, like votings or polls or like with the new pope coming in, it's going to be broadcasted on social media. And people, because social media isn't, it's all opinions. These aren't facts. Even if they are, they're going to push the ones that they want you to care about more than the other ones.
Right.
So it's all depending on how you get to it and what they want you to see, what they want you to cheer for. I had this conversation with somebody else too. They were, so it's always about what they wanted and then how you're taking it in, because it's propaganda.
Exactly. I think that. Well, first of all, I had not heard of what you were saying about Politico. I'll probably be investigating.
Yes.
So
do it.
But I think, a lot of it is just driven by boosting engagement, and especially with social media, a lot of it comes down to like when you look at the algorithms, the way they work, like
100%.
They're designed in a manner that boosts engagement, because that's how social media companies make money. They make money off of your engagement, so they can generate ads. And I think they push certain media sources to validate that.
Yeah, 100%. Well, thank you so much, Kwaku, for joining us. It's been an honor.
Well, that's going to wrap up this podcast episode. Let us know any comments, questions, or even possible segment ideas you would like to hear. Also, if you would like to be featured or join us for an episode, you can find the link on our social media. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, and Apple Music. Until our next episode, keep exploring, stay curious, and thanks for being part of the Mics.and.Mischief community. We'll see you next time.